if you clicked on this thumbnail, you are probably as interested as I am in the current defamation trial of Johnny Depp versus his ex-girlfriend Amber Heard. Right? This trial has it all. An A-list celebrity, Johnny Depp, suing his ex-girlfriend, also another actress, extremely good-looking, millions of dollars, and a fall from grace from one of the biggest actors in the United States. Allegations of violence, abuse, somebody putting poop in a bed. I mean, this trial is off the hook. Johnny Depp had his finger cut off. He claims that Amber used makeup to fake blood. It's wild. It's interesting. It's entertaining. Okay, it's got a little bit of Jerry Springer in there as well. So I'm interested for all those reasons, but I'm also interested for another reason. As you all know, I am a lawyer. This channel is Joe the Lawyer. Thank you for tuning in. Here on this channel, we do news analysis, legal analysis, and take a look at legal life. If you like my channel, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Go ahead. Those are free ways to support this channel. Help me grow. I haven't made a video in a while, but I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. Let me tell you, everybody, I've been busy. My law practice is doing great. But before I tell you one of the main reasons I am interested in this trial, and then give you the reason why I think Johnny Depp did a great job on his direct examination and also his cross-examination, is probably not the reason you think. Before we do that, raise your cup, your glass in the air. Here on this channel, we do something, it's called the Same Time Sip. Sip with me, whatever it is, a beer, a glass of wine, a cup of coffee. It tastes better when we drink together. I got an A.W. root beer. Cheers. So I tuned in to this trial for all those reasons that we stated, but also because I'm an attorney and I like to watch trials on YouTube, on TV, because I like to see how the lawyers conduct themselves, how the witnesses, how the court conducts themselves, and try and see the perception of these trials as an outside person, because usually I'm in them, I'm doing them, I have my own perspective, my own biases, all these different things in my mind. So it's fun to sit back and watch a trial, and it's also a huge learning experience. So I'm tuning into this trial because I'm learning and I'm also entertained. And so I've been paying fairly close attention. I've watched clips of the depositions of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and I've been watching most of Johnny Depp's direct exam and cross-examination. Now, you can find a lot of different opinions on the internet. I've seen some that said, Johnny Depp is killing it. I've seen others who said Johnny Depp did a good job on his direct examination, but he otherwise got beat up on his cross-examination. My opinion is that he did very well on his direct examination, and he also did well on his cross-examination. Now, during the cross-examination, where Amber Heard's attorney gets to ask Johnny Depp questions, a whole lot of damaging evidence came out, such as text messages where Johnny Depp sent some text messages where he said he was going to burn Amber Heard's body. He said he was going to do all of these terrible things to her. There was other evidence that was brought forward that showed that there were times when he struck or he impacted Amber Heard. And of course, that evidence is damaging. It's damaging. I don't want to say probably. It is damaging to Johnny Depp's case. However, there's something more important going on during the cross-examination and during Johnny Depp's direct examination. And when it comes to this most important factor, I think that Johnny Depp killed it. So I'm going to give you a second what you think this factor is, what it is that Johnny Depp did during his direct examination and his cross-examination that would allow him to mark both of those in the victory box, even though a lot of damaging evidence came out on both, but especially on his direct exam. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now you get to hear the professional lawyer's opinion. Johnny Depp did well on both phases because he maintained control. And why is maintaining control important? Well, because if you maintain control during your direct examination and your cross-examination as a witness, well, that means that you look good. Do I look good? Do I look as cool as Johnny Depp? Because he's wearing those heavy glasses during his trial. Do I pull it off? Come on. Yeah, okay. I certainly don't have the hair that Johnny Depp has. So what am I talking about when I talk about control? Well, there is a school of trial theory that says that the most important thing in a trial is looking good. Because you got to remember, especially with a jury, okay, and the facts matter. The facts matter a lot. But juries, in a case like this, they're not going to really be sure who to believe. They're not going to be sure that they believe Johnny. They're not going to be sure that they believe Amber. But what they are going to be doing, no matter what, is judging how a person holds themselves during their testimony, during the cross-examination. How do they look? How do they sound? And if you can win that battle, the battle of looking good, oftentimes you can win a trial. And let me just give you a real life example where the attorney whose book I read cites that one time he was doing a federal criminal trial where his client was pretty much as guilty as sin. However, his cross-examination was so smooth of every witness, including FBI agent, cross-examining witness. He won the trial, and he had no idea why. So he asked the jury afterwards, he said, "Why did I win the trial?" And they said, "Well, every time you asked the witnesses a question, they said yes." So that jury didn't say, "Oh, you won the trial because you got this evidence out," or "You won the trial because you played this tape," or "You said this text message," or "You caught this person's." No, every question you asked was answered as a yes. And what that did is it made him look good. But back to that question, every question answered as a yes. What was that lawyer doing? He maintained control. He maintained control of each and every witness. And that's what allowed the jury to think that he did a better job and therefore grant him a win. Now, this is not foolproof, right? This is not foolproof. The facts matter. Other factors matter. But I would argue this is one of the biggest things that can influence a jury, but perhaps the most important part is it's something that is wholly within the control of the attorneys and the witnesses, because the facts are going to be the facts, and both parties already know the facts coming into the trial. So you've got to sharpen your ability in the courtroom to maintain control, and there's more to it than just this, how the lawyer conducts themselves, etc., etc. But oftentimes the most important witness, and I think it's fair to say, well, Depp and Heard are probably about equal witnesses, but they're clearly the two most important witnesses, and there will be a whole bunch of testimony in this trial. And what Johnny did, he did a couple of things. I'm just going to point out a couple of things. Is right from the beginning, he's maintained a slow, steady pace in his answers. He's maintained a sense of calmness throughout his testimony as well. And I haven't really seen him, stumble over his words too often. And from watching his deposition and his trial testimony, it appears to be highly consistent. The two match almost perfectly. So that tells you that he's likely not trying to concoct a story. I mean, you obviously can't say that for sure, but his tone, his steady pace gives off a sense of control. Also, and this stuff has been going a bit viral, but his witty comebacks with the lawyer, with the cross-examining lawyer, have made him look good at the expense of Amber Heard's attorney looking bad. And there's a couple of times where Amber Heard's attorney like repeats these things like over and over and over again. That you may think, well, it's so impactful. The more I say it, the more it helps our case. But also, the jury's going to wonder, do you need to repeat it? And why are you repeating it? And if you are repeating it, it maybe says that the rest of your case is not as strong. So Johnny Depp's slow, steady pace and his witty comebacks have really helped him. The other thing I noticed, and I don't know if this is coming from the gallery, who are civilians or people who come to just watch the trial because it's public, or from the jury, but there's laughter. There is laughter. He's saying things and he's making the jury, or at the very least, the people in the gallery laugh. Even if the jurors aren't laughing, they're going to see the people in the gallery reacting to him, and that is going to influence them in a way that they are going to like him. And especially in a close call domestic case like this, where you don't know who to believe, the jury's probably going to go with the person that they like the most. Now, they're also going to worry about whether or not they like the lawyers. And I can't see everything in the courtroom, so it's hard for me to say that they're not going. I don't think Johnny Depp's lawyer has done a particularly great job. Maybe they did in prepping him, but her own questions in direct examination was just kind of slow and a bit disjointed. But Johnny's done a really great job of putting his testimony out there. So I'm not necessarily giving her an A+, but I don't think the cross-examining attorney, Amber Heard's attorney, has done really well. He's tangoed with Johnny in places where I just don't think it was the right approach. And talking about respecting the time of the court. I mean, he dropped so many balls there. I could go back and do a whole analysis. But what I think is Johnny has been cool, calm, and controlled, especially in cross-examination. He made the jury laugh. He had witty comebacks, and he's maintained his same vocal tone and manner. And let me tell you, that is huge. So I think when he's done testifying, and he may be done already, the jury's going to say, I like that guy. They probably already like him because of his movies, which puts Amber in a tough position to begin with. But that is the reality. So we will see when Ms. Heard testifies. It's going to be extremely interesting, and we'll see if she can match his tone and ability. But right now, I would have to say I think the case is going to go Johnny's way, just because of the strength of his testimony and his ability to grapple with the questions on cross-examination. Control and getting the jury to like you. Perhaps the two most important things. Not necessarily two most important things, but two things that are within the control of the lawyers and the parties, which are a huge way to influence the outcome of a jury. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is Joe Pometto, Joe the Lawyer. I'm a practicing attorney in Pittsburgh, PA. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. I know I haven't been making videos. I'm trying to get back into it. I'm extremely busy with my law practice, which is a really good thing. Drop me a like, a subscribe, whatever you can do to support the show. All right, everybody, have a great day. Thank you.